Okay, so this is going to be the Greensleeves Solo. You have your music. For the most part, we're going to be staying here, kind of in this pentatonic zone, which is 5 to 8. We're going to be finding notes. We're going to have F sharps, B's, that we're going to be needing to slide around to, but for the most part, we're staying in that area. Okay, so let me go ahead and play through it with a metronome nice and slowly. What you're going to get is, I'm just going to play down the page for now, and then we'll explain a little bit more in context how we're doing it, but this is just all the stuff you need to know. Okay, go 1, 2, 3, ready, and go. We're going to skip the repeat. 1, 2, 3. Repeat it. Okay. So now let me go through and kind of break down what some of these things are. Measure 3, so where that D9 chord is. This is kind of a A minor arpeggio. Now let me turn off the snare. Well, let me start here first. First of all, we are on a G major scale. So what you have here is you have your pentatonic, but then the notes you have to complete the rest of G major are, so if you have back here on fret 4, so 4, 5, 7 on the D string, 4, 5, 7 on the G string, 5, 7, 8, 5, 7, 8. So you have this thing on D and G, and then on B and E, you have this thing. And again, that, and that are the notes you have to fill out the rest of that pentatonic scale and make it full major. So that puts us in the key of G, G major, which is kind of the key we're going around here. So when you're walking up and down the scale, that's all you're doing. So you're going, but then you have this extra B note there. So you can be thinking pentatonic, except adding that extra note in there, and you can slide down to it. Or you can play whichever. And then you're just going to walk back up that scale. Or I'm sorry, when you get to the D9, you're going to play this. And this is one of the first of those first kind of 2-5-1 motions that you can do, which is walking up an A minor arpeggio, which is 7, 5, 5, starting on the D string, 7, 5, 5, coming up here to grab this G note, which is on fret 8, and then just keep walking down the scale. So and then and that'll bring you back to that G major, and then you just keep walking down the scale. Walk down the scale. This is where we get a little bit outside. So now we are on that F major 7, and really all you're doing here is you're spelling out an F major. I just kept it really simple there, an F major arpeggio. So it's F on the A string, fret 8. And again, this is just another one of those kind of extra notes. We are kind of going in and out of the key of G here and going in and out of G and C for that F major. So we have F, A, C, fret, starting on the A string, fret 8, 7, 5. That's what you're doing there. Bum, bum, bum. And then you're going to have another one of these 2-5 movements. But now we're changing to the key of E major. So we're kind of thinking we're moving our pentatonic back a half step. But let me just run through what those notes are. So it's, and we are now looking at measure, or where the F sharp minor 6 is. So we're going to go fret, starting on the D string, fret 4, 7, and then you're going to kind of walk up a major arpeggio. So 4, 7, fret 6, fret 5. So 4, 7, move up a string to 6, move up a string 5, and then you're going to slide down to 4, and then 6, 4. That is that thing you have on the F sharp minor 6 chord. And it's the same thing you're going to play later on the F sharp minor 6 chord. I kept these things the same both times you played through it. So get really comfortable with that motion. Get really comfortable with this one that you play over the D9 and this one. Because those are those 2-5 movements that you can use very often. So D9 you go, over the F sharp minor 6 you go. Okay? And then you have this cool thing that we're going to do to get into back, when you get to that that E major 7, you're going to have this cool little thing to get back into the A minor 7 in the 3rd line, which is this and this one I would kind of wait till last to learn, but I'll go ahead and show it to you. So it's you go kind of chromatic from 6 to 4, just walk it down then back up. So 6, 5, 4, 5, 6, and then you move up here to 4 on the E string, and then get back up into your pentatonic box. Now we're back into pentatonic for 5, 7, 8. And then when you land here, this is where you start back into kind of just walking around your scale and playing those 2-5 things. So so we go C, B, A, G, and then here over D9, you're going to have another one of these little 2-5 movements, except this time instead of going, you're going to kind of play a different one. It's going to go 5, 8, move down a string, 5, 8, so 5, 8. So it's kind of like this backwards through the pentatonic scale thing. Instead of going 8, 5, 8, 5, you're going to go 5, 8, 5, 8. get up here, you're just going to keep walking down that scale. And again, that is over D9 in the third system. And then that lands you square on your G major 7 chord. And you're going to do this kind of neat little thing over the C major where you're kind of nodding to being in the key of C major, because you're going to exchange this F sharp for an F natural note. So you're going to go 4, this is on the G string, 4, 7, 4, move up to B, 6, 5. And that is over the G major 7 in the third system, or in the third line. And then you're going to go so when you this right here, you're playing over the C major, you're going to come back down the scale, and then you're going to go 7, 4, 5. And then you're going to have your last little cool 2-5 movement, which is going to take you from the E7 sharp 5 to the A major 7. So this one is another very useful, just like, and this is another very useful movement here. So this is going to take you here to A major, and what it is again, we're playing back on this F natural thing instead of F sharp. So we're going to go, and that is starting on the I'm going to try to keep it in position. So it's going to be starting on fret 6 of the B string, 6, move down to G, you'll go 7, 4, 6, 7, 4, move down to 7, 6, 6, 7, 4, down to D string, 7, 6, come back up here to fret 4, and then you'll land on that major third of the A chord, which is kind of what takes us out of that A minor for just a second. Okay, so I know it's been a lot so far. Let me go ahead and cut it off here, and then we'll move into the next section. And this will just be, really, it's just a couple other riffs, but keep working there.